Hey there. So today I'm going to give East Bay IPA a try by Ale Industries. This used to be brewed out of Concord, but the brewery moved to Oakland, but they have a tap room in Concord still. Um, so this comes in at 100 IBUs even um, and 7.75% alcohol. It has the BART map on it, and so I was confused because Ale Industries has East Bay IPA, and then Shoebros Brewery down in San Ramon has 680 IPA, and so I got them confused, and I couldn't remember which one it was that I had purchased. So I guess the answer is East Bay IPA, not 680 IPA. Nonetheless, let's give this a shot. I like the beers that Ale Industry puts together, both that they brew and that they have available in their tap room. They usually have some really great stuff. So I know that this will be the same. It says that HBC 342 was used for upfront bitterness, which balanced the rich malt bill. Cascade and Galaxy were added in the finish, giving a wonderful tropical fruit/citrus nose. This brewery prides itself on being bioenergy brewed. So the brewery itself is bioenergy powered, but then also their cars for delivery, which I think is pretty cool. I think that they have biodiesel vehicles that they use for delivery, especially out to their Concord location. So pretty cool. Cool people that work there. Let's give this a shot. Wow, this is it is tropical. That was a really good explanation. I feel like it's like passion fruity almost, or pineapple-y. Smells great. So as you can see, it's a nice, beautiful, deep amber color, almost brown. It looks like it might be a little hazy. Yeah, I think it's a little hazy. It looks like it's pretty nicely carbonated. It did pour with an okay head. Let's try out some flavor here. This is interesting. Wow, there's so much going on in this beer. This is crazy. It actually says on this, which I failed to read, 2 pounds of hops were used per barrel, giving it a 100 and even 100 IBUs. 2 pounds of hops per barrel. Holy moly! And as I go for holy, I can feel all of that hops bitterness. So initially, I get this nice malt sweetness, lots of complexity, lots of stuff going on, and then it dries up into this complex, fruity, hoppy bitterness. It's very interesting. And then a couple of breaths after that, it changes into a different hops bitterness. So they were very right to say that that they were balancing the rich malt. Now there's enough malt in here, I think, that it can back up as much hops as is going on. The couple of breaths aftertaste is kind of intense, but you can still taste the sweetness from the malt, and it makes you want to go back and have another drink. So very interesting, very complex beer, definitely very hoppy. No doubt that this is an IPA. I feel like every time I take a drink, there's more to taste out of this beer. Okay, I feel like there's this. I'm disinclined to say an off flavor. There is a weird flavor that happens somewhere between the initial sweet maltiness and the hop bitterness, and it's like a um. I can't place it. I think that it's a hop flavor that I'm tasting, but it's like this I can't even, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm very curious to know if other people have had this and tasted the kind of a weird flavor in there, and whether or not they attribute it to hops or fermentation byproducts. If it's actually legitimately an off flavor, it's hmm, almost like soy sauce, but it's, which sounds strange, but it's not. It's like the aftertaste that I get. Anyway, I don't know. It doesn't make it undrinkable. It makes it interesting. Um, it makes it interesting, and yeah, it's interesting. Um, hmm. I keep making a weird face, so I'm not sure if that means that I like it or I dislike it. If that flavor is okay in there, or if I find it unappealing. I feel like I would need to drink it some more, drink it after it's warmed a little bit, see if that changes it, and then maybe drink it separately, a whole time separately to see if it was this particular bottle. Um, so overall, very good IPA. I think there are. I think that all of the IPA heavy IPA drinkers will like this a lot. I also like the fact that on this BART map here we see West Oakland Station, where all the trains run through, heading out into San Francisco. So there's the Trans Bay Tube going into San Francisco. And then over here in the East Bay, we see Ale Industries out of the Fruitvale Station, and Walnut Creek. There's Walnut Creek. And then 2 stations away in Concord is the Pig and the Pickle. And that's the Tap House in Concord. So good spot. They have some interesting food to eat. Great beers on tap. I definitely recommend that you try it. I think that in Oakland, they have gosh, I'm gonna forget what it's called. The Jingle Town Tap Room, something like that, and that's what they call their Oakland tap room. And I haven't had a chance to visit that, but it's on my list of things to do. So share with me if you've gone there. What do you think about that? What do you think about East Bay IPA? And share with me what you think about Ale Industries if you've had the chance to come across them. Great beers, definitely recommend it. Go to the tap room. Lots of interesting things always available there. So, and then share with me what you thought about East Bay IPA. Was it legit? Was it what you were expecting out of an IPA as an IPA drinker? Or did it have a weird off flavor to you? Or is that just me? I don't know. Anyway, there are my thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.